Hello friends, welcome back to Minister Stock channel. So today I'm back again with one more important and good news to the all the shareholders of the Alok Industries. So today again I'm not talking about the last quarter result and analysis of this quarter result Q1 by end of June 30th, whatever results Alok Industries has published, and everyone knows compared to like year on year as well as compared to last quarter, Alok Industry has incurred the loss. So definitely everyone should agree for the numbers whatever Alok Industry has published. But there is a good news, there is a hope for all the shareholders of the Alok Industries, and the reason now I'm going to explain you, and I will show the numbers and fact and figures why I'm telling this is a good news or important news to all the shareholders of the Alok Industries. And today this video will be interesting because I'll be talking about the shareholding pattern of the Alok Industries. So you will be looking at my screen and you will be asking me what is their special in this one, right? So public, others, FII, mutual funds and promoters, everything. So this is at the broader level, okay? So if you go to the micro level actually and try to analyze what is the shareholding pattern, and at the back end what is happening with this shareholding pattern, so today we are looking at, again I'll be showing you this at the very high overview here. So here first point is promoters holding remains unchanged at 75% in June 2022 quarter. That is clear, absolutely 75% are the promoters, there is no change, absolutely fine. This is one thing. So second point is FII, FVI have increased holding from 1.70% to 1.98% in June 2022 quarter. That is second important. Again third important is number of FII, FVI investor increased from 76 to 82 in June 2022 quarter. That is fine. Then fourth one is mutual fund holding remains unchanged at 0.03% in June 2022 quarter. So nothing to worry, there is no this is again I can say BEP break-even point, no increase, no decrease, so absolutely this is also fine. Then we have number of mutual fund schemes remains unchanged in at 5 in June 2022 quarter. And lastly, institutional investors have increased holding from 2.45% to 2.73% in June 2022 quarter. So this is the reasons guys actually why I was telling you this is the good news to all the shareholders of the Alok Industries. So by this time you would have understood why I am trying telling that this is the good news, and I hope you understood why this is a good news actually. Okay, so again still this is not the end of the the video. Again we are going at the deep and we are understanding at the macro level what are the changes, how the shareholding pattern, number of shares, schemes, whether they have increased or decreased in the Alok Industries. So looking at this information will get the confidence. The reason behind I'm telling in the stock market the basic rule what we understood is whoever has the access, not only the access, early access to the information, early access to the news, internal news or any particular news, particular events news or their company's future plans, right? So if anyone has early access to such information like foreign institutional investors, domestic investors or banks or mutual funds, insurance companies, right? So these are the institutions, those will be having crores of investments in such companies, publicly traded companies, and they will be having early access to the information, and basis that they able to make the huge profit in the public sector companies by investing into public sector companies like Alok Industries or maybe S Bank or Reliance Communication, etc. So I'm not talking about everyone will all the companies or SIC industries, in SIC industries these institutional investors will make the money, but at the maximum type even if you look at the generally very rare case we see that mutual fund has incurred the loss or foreign institutional investor has incurred the losses, right? So this is the background about the this news. So now we'll go into the micro level and we'll see important, interesting, and definitely you guys will be very happy to looking at the numbers and facts at the shareholding patterns of the Alok Industries. So let us start one by one quickly. So here so this is the overview. So now first here, if you're looking at my screen, first you can see here, this is historical shareholding details of insurance companies in Alok Industries. You can see the heading here, historical shareholding details of insurance companies in Alok Industries. So what is the trend here? If you see the insurance companies, so it started from September 14, 2020. There were 3 insurance companies. Number of holders, you can see this number of holders here, right? Number of holders. This is number of holders I am referring to, means number of insurance companies. This is total shares held, number of shares, quantities, and these are the quarters. And this is the heading, like this talks about the insurance companies in Alok Industries, their shareholding pattern, and this is the percentage. So percentages doesn't matter here, but how, see, the number of companies are invested in the Alok Industries, number of insurance companies. So if you look at this micro level, this journey has started from September 2020, and the shares quantities, if you see, 33 crore 55 lakh 46,599, and this is again, this is not a small number, and the holders are like 3 insurance companies initially were there, started in September 2020, 1 dropped out in December 20, and still 2 insurance companies are still, they have invested in the Alok Industries. So here 3 crore 55 lakh 46,000, and now here 3 crore 55 lakh 29,499. So from 5 lakh 46,000 to 5 lakh 29,000. So that is again like negligible difference. As on today, in the sense, as on last, like this existing quarter, June 2022, still 2 insurance companies are there in the Alok Industries, and number of shares they have is 3 crore 55 lakh 29,499. So this is one quite interesting. Then let us move to the next one. Now this is all about the insurance companies invested in the Alok Industries. Next, we'll go to the next screen, and here, so this is the list of historical shareholding details of financial institution, banks in Alok Industries. You can see the heading here, right? So if you see the heading, you will understand. And this is again, number of holders are here, and I will show you. So this is again started from last June 2020. Total 8 FEI were there actually, total 8, and the quantities 4 crore 77 lakh 81,378. So I am referring to this line here slightly. So from there, now as on June 2022, this is we can see there is a dip actually, only now 97,000 shares, and only 4 holders, like number of holders are 4. In which category? In financial institution or banks, whoever it is, like they have not clearly mentioned, but both might be banks and mixture of both financial institutions. So but still there are 4 holders from this category as on June 2022 quarter, and the quantities are 97,001. These are the still invested in the Alok Industries, and still they are holding these many quantities of shares. So let us move on to the next one. So this is quite interesting, guys. Historical shareholding details of foreign portfolio investors in Alok Industries. So in foreign portfolio, you can see it started again from June 2022. Initially only 5 were there in June 2020. So this one I am referring, this line, you can see only 5. Then number is increased to 10. September 20, then again in September this is increased to 12. In December 30 that becomes 8. In March 21 14, then 35, 41, the number is like increasing. 51 in December 2021, March 2022 it was 63, and then now as on June you can see June 2000 quarter here. So this quarter you can see 70 holders like foreign in this category, and the share also like foreign portfolio investors 70 are there, number of holders 70, and even the number of quantities of shares are increased here, you can see, right? 9 crore 80 lakh 82,741, still they have invested, still they are carrying these numbers as on June quarter, right? So this is quite interesting. You can see how the numbers are increasing in foreign portfolio investors in Alok Industries. So let us and then move to the next one, and next one is mutual funds. When it comes to the mutual fund, see, in June 2020 only one mutual fund company was there. At the bottom level you can see, I am referring to this one, only one company, 200 shares, that too. And now as on June quarter, if you see here this line, you can see this, right? Now total 5 mutual fund companies have invested in Alok Industries as on June 2022 quarter, and the number of shares 14,74,036. Even number is less, but yes, 5 companies are looking, 5 mutual funds are looking at this Alok Industries, right? So now at the end, like at the overview now, so why I am trying to explain you this is a good news, because see, these many like banks, institution, insurance companies, mutual funds, foreign institutional investors are still invested, and they have increased their numbers, increased their percentage of shareholding in the Alok Industries. This is something like we need to think about. This is something like we need to, look at, and we need to consider not only the results what your Alok Industry is now published. Everyone looking at the results of this quarter, all the shareholders of Alok Industries have become upset, right? Everyone, all retailers have upset. But this is the, guys, the wealth generation is something different. Wealth generation will happen in the long run, and these are the guys like foreign institutional investors or banks, mutual funds, insurance companies, and these guys have the access, as I said, early access to the information, internal news, or on top of that they have their separate team who does the analysis, right? 24/7 they are into that business, and they do the analysis, and then only they invest in any companies, not only Alok Industries, any companies for that matter. So by this time, looking at the micro level, the shareholding pattern of the Alok Industries, you might have understood what I am trying to say that. So considering these are the investors, like big investors still invested, and still they are increasing their holding in the Alok Industries, means there is a growth opportunity they are looking at, right? There is a growth opportunity, there is a future in the Alok Industries, and there is a definitely there is a scope to increase their capacity, like for the Alok Industries in the garment sector or in the apparel sector. There is one more video I am coming with in detail analysis of how the future of garment industries, and especially how it is related to the Alok Industries. Definitely I'm preparing, and I'm preparing notes on that, and definitely shortly I'll be publishing one detailed video about the business of the Alok Industries, so that you will understand what is the future. Don't look at the current status or previous quarter this happened, and this quarter again loss, back-to-back losses. Yes, definitely we need to agree for that. Even pandemic is also one major reason for that. Even now global economy is also now in the kind of problematic phase. But so considering this, this is a the dip is actually what do you say, that dip is not a permanent, right? So dip is always a temporary, but growth is always permanent. So we need to look at the future, we need to think at the future, and then for a long run we need to invest in the Alok Industries. Not only Alok Industries, for any industries for that matter. If you want to make wealth generation in crores, then definitely we need to wait, and we should have a patience, and then only we can get the fruitful results. If you have invested in the Alok Industries as of now, definitely Alok Industry will be giving you the good numbers in future and good returns as well. So I hope this video is has given something information to all the shareholders of the Alok Industries, and some hope to everyone. Not only the hope, this is the definitely Alok Industry will be going to be a multi-bagger company, no doubt, but not in foreseeable future, like immediately 1 or 2 years. We need to wait for 5-10 years, and then we can see the results of Alok Industries. So with this note, I'll be stopping here. If you're finding the videos are informative, then please do consider this channel for subscription, and please don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching.